Hey sweet peas, and welcome to another video on my channel. So I'm doing a pastel winter design in this one, and I used so many products, but as always I leave the link in the description box. So I used the rubber base and top coat, Yogi's clear builder gel. This is a shimmery white gel polish, a very light pastel pink gel polish. Then I have a light blue gel polish, a lilac-y purple gel polish, and a minty green gel polish. So I wanted the blue, the purple, and the minty green to be lighter and more pastel, so I mixed all of them with some white, like you can see here, to get the lighter shade. Then I used a lot of nail sugar glitter. First one is Snow Globe, Lime Lollipop, Marshmallow Sprinkles, Periwinkle Twinkle, and Blueberry Bonbon. Life's a Peach, Aquamarine Rose Quartz, these pearlescent flakes, they don't have a name, but they are from Nail Sugar. Opal Nail Confetti, Pink Pearlescent Stars, and the last one I used from Nail Sugar is Decadence Micro Mylar. Then I have these snowflake glitter pieces from Born Pretty. I have these clear AB micro crystals, different sizes of AB crystals. I used some of these AB stars and teardrop shapes, and then I used opal crystals in white, blue, pink, and green. And to adhere all this nail art, I used this Vanillisa gel glue. So I've already removed my previous set, prepped my nails, applied dehydrator and primer and my forms, and I'm applying base coat on all the nails, flash curing in between every nail. And then I'm going to sculpt my almond shaped nails. I'm using a sheer pink polygel for this, and I forgot to show this in the beginning of the video, but I will leave the link to it in the description box as well. I'm using isopropyl alcohol as my slip solution. And most polygels usually don't move around unless you manipulate the product, so theoretically you could do all the nails without curing in between. But if you're like me and you're super clumsy, you might want to cure in between. So if you bump one of the other nails, you don't mess them up. So when I've created one nail, I will cure this in my LED lamp for like 30 seconds or something. And then when I have done all 5 nails, I'll give it a full cure. I only show me doing the pinky and the ring finger in this video because you don't need to see me do the same thing 5 times. So after the nails are cured, I'm going to remove the forms and remove the sticky layer. And then I'm going to file them into shape, but I'm doing this off camera. So this layer is only the base, so you want to keep this as thin as possible. And after filing, you may notice that I have filed my almonds quite pointy. And that's because after adding my color and my glitter and my encapsulation, it changes the shape and makes the almond rounder. So I always file my base a bit pointier or sharper than I want the nails to look in the end result. I hope that you guys know what I mean, because it's kind of hard to explain. Okay, so after filing, I'll remove the dust and wipe over the nails with isopropyl alcohol. And then it's time to put color on my nails. I'm starting with the middle fingernail and I'm using the shimmery white on this one. And I did 3 coats of color on each nail, curing in between. So this is the first coat. Now I'm putting on the second coat. And this is the third coat. On the pinky, I am using the pastel blue that I mixed myself. So I'm just using a gel brush to apply it. Trying to get as close to the skin as I can without touching the skin, cleaning up if I need to. I am right-handed, so I'm using my non-dominant hand to do my right hand. On the ring finger, I'm using the really light pink. I did 3 coats on every nail because all these colors were so light and I wanted to have full opacity. On the index finger, I'm using the minty green that I mixed myself. And on the thumb, I'm using the purple that I mixed myself. And when I'm done with the thumb, I'm going to start applying my glitter. And you guys know I always apply my glitter in a layer of uncured base coat. And again, I'm starting on the middle finger. And I'm using both Snow Globe and Life's a Peach and just randomly putting both of them all over the nail. And then I'll give this a cure in my lamp. Next, I'm going to go in with another layer of base coat. This seals in the glitter, but I'm not curing this yet either because I'm going to apply more glitter. So I'm using both Aquamarine and Rose Quartz, and I'm picking up some of the larger chunks using a detailing brush and placing them on the nail where I want them. And of course, I'm fiddling for half an hour until I'm happy with the way it looks, and then I'll cure in my lamp. Moving on to the pinky, so first a layer of base coat, of course. And then I'm going to go in with a blueberry bonbon. Curing when I'm finished with this, and then going in with another layer of base coats to put on some more glitter. So this is the aquamarine, again picking up chunks that I want and putting them on the nail where I want them. And I'm also using some of the pearlescent stars on the pinky. Fiddling again and then curing in my lamp. Next we have the ring finger, so first I'm going to go in with the marshmallow sprinkles into the uncured base coat, of course, curing when I'm done, and then applying a second coat of base coat to apply some more glitter. And I'm putting some of the Decadence Micro Mylar all over the nail. I'm going to cure this as well, and then I'm going to go in with a third coat of base coat on this nail because I'm going to apply some of the pearlescent flakes. And I'm curing this layer as well when I'm done applying the flakes. Then we have the index fingers, so first I'm going to go in with the Lollipop Lime and curing when I'm done, and then again going in with a second coat of base coat. And then I'm using some of the Decadence Micro Mylar, and I'm also going to put some of the opal nail confetti in this layer. And of course curing when I'm done. So applying all these glitters did take me quite a while because I had to do it in so many layers, but the end result was so worth it. On the thumb, I'm going to use the Periwinkle Twinkle first, curing this first layer, applying a second layer of the base coat, and then in the second layer I'm going to apply some of the snowflake glitter from Born Pretty. So I did bend these slightly so they would fit better on the nail, so I just took them between my thumb and index finger and gently bended them. And I also cut one of the snowflakes in two so I could have like half snowflakes on the edges of my nail. And in between the snowflakes I'm applying some of the larger chunks of the Rose Quartz glitter. And also curing when I'm done. So when all that glitter is cured in place, you guys know that I like to go over it with a coat of base coat and curing this, and then I will encapsulate with builder gel. So I only show how I do these two steps on my pinky nail because I show this in more detail in most of my other design videos and it's always the same thing. So first I apply a thin slip layer. And then I will go in with a bigger bead of product and work this down the nail, moving my brush from left to right. And after applying the product, I'll look at the nail from all angles to make sure I have a proper structure and apex. After encapsulating and curing all the nails, I'll remove the sticky layer and file and shape the nails off camera. And then it's bling time. So I apply my gel glue with a dotting tool, and I'm putting a lot of bling on these nails, so I skipped over the parts where I'm applying the gel glue on all the other nails. But everywhere you see me put crystals, I obviously first went in with the gel glue. And I'm randomly using the AB crystals and the 4 colors of opal crystals all over the nails. I do flash cure each nail when I'm finished with the crystal placement because I don't want to mess it up. The crystal picker upper tool thingy that I'm using is one that I got off AliExpress and I really like it, so I will leave the link to it in my description box as well. And by the way, you guys, I did a matching but different design on my left hand when I did this set, so I have a separate video on the left hand that I will upload in a couple of days. So here I'm surrounding the large teardrop shaped AB crystal with those clear AB micro crystals, and I'm using a dotting tool to pick those up. I tried to leave as much of the crystal placement as I could in the video, but this isn't always easy when doing your own nails and trying to film at the same time, because some of it is out of shot, or sometimes I'm blocking the view with my hand. When I'm done applying the crystals to all of my nails, I'll do a full cure in my LED lamp, and then it's time to top coat. So in a minute you will see that I apparently forgot to record when I was top coating my pinky and my ring finger. So I'm really sorry for that, you guys. But anyway, when top coating nails with crystals, I always go in with a detailing brush first and I surround the crystals with the top coat. I go in between the crystals with the top coat, but I never go on top of the crystals with the top coat. Except for those micro crystals, I do go on top of those. And after going around the crystals with the detailing brush, I top coat the rest of the nail with the brush from the bottle. And I also flash cure after each nail. And when all the nails are done, I will give it a full cure. I'm sorry for going out of shot a bit here. So this is the finished look. Please ignore the ridiculously dry cuticles. I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click the bell to get notified. And check back in a couple of days for the video of my left hand, and I will talk to you guys then. Bye! Mwah!